So what about the vitamin B12 narrative from a common sense nutrition perspective? The vitamin B12 narrative is used especially by proponents of the vegan diet because, as we all know, the vegan diet has to be supplemented with vitamin B12. That is even recognized by official vegan associations. And they argue that this is completely legitimate because even meat eaters receive that vitamin from animals that have themselves been supplemented. And so it's completely okay to shortcut and take the supplement directly. Now I ask you, from a common sense perspective, does that make sense to you? If you drop all your agendas, all your biases, does it make sense to you that nature would design us in a way that we could not receive that super important vitamin in a natural way without having to depend on supplements, on substances produced by companies in laboratories? Where would our species be if that was true? So let's talk about vitamin B12 and how it is actually produced in nature. And yes, it's true that in our modern world, most animals receive vitamin B12 as a supplement. And just because something is common doesn't mean that's the way it's meant to be, that this is the way that nature designed it for us. So yes, vitamin B12 comes from microorganisms in fertile soil. The word fertile is very important here. And if we talk about herbivores for a moment, these animals are meant to pasture this fertile soil. They are meant to be on it, eat the grass, the herbs, and with it, of course, all the dirt where these microorganisms accumulate and live if the soil is actually healthy and fertile. And so they ingest it into their very complex digestive tracts, which as herbivores contain or consist of several stomachs, long guts, and they spend all day long chewing, rechewing, and fermenting. And this is where these microbes then synthesize vitamin B12. And this vitamin B12 gets stored in the animal organs and meat. And this is how us humans then can access it in an easy way, because our digestive tracts are very different from the cows or the sheep's or the goats' in digestive tracts, because we are omnivores, we are not herbivores. And so yes, we could possibly eat dirt with our plants, and maybe, there would be some fermentation and synthesization going on, but it's not the same. And so we actually need the animals as intermediates. And so, no, vitamin B12 does not come from supplements in a natural setting. There are farmers who raise their animals 100% on pasture. They don't receive any additional feed or supplements, as it used to be for thousands and hundreds of thousands of years in the human evolution. And this is the way it's naturally produced. The fact that these days most animals are raised off the land, in stables, in feedlots, in horrific ways, where they do not eat their natural diets, where they do not eat the dirt, where they get feed, pellets, corn, soy, wheat, which does not have all these microorganisms. Of course, then they need to be supplemented, but this is not the natural way to raise animals. And I completely agree that this is not the way how we should do it. And it's not a justification for a vegan diet, which is as unnatural. Don't try to twist reality to make it fit your beliefs. Look at reality and adapt your beliefs to it. And that might ask you to embrace natural animal farming as part of nature, and animal foods produced in that way as part of a natural diet, and all the ethical questions regarding life and death that go with that. And that is a great gift.